Good morning, it's Ross Boundy here, Psychic Medium, doing the Daily Lenormand card spread reading. So tune into your psychic senses, your intuition, your gut feeling. See what Spirit has as your guidance. And it's always going to be better when it's direct from you. So tune in and listen in for your own directions and your own guidance, but also thank you for listening to mine. So we'll move over to it. The cards are here. So the nice little owl card that I pulled this morning was this one. And it says, it's not going to focus. It's really annoying. Anyway, it says learning is a gift even when pain is your teacher. Sometimes our best lessons are learnt through pain and mistakes, I must add. Me, I'm doing a bra the wrong way or something because my wrist is still a bit sore. But anyway, that's the pain. I'll learn not to do it again. Okay, so that's what the owl is. Beautiful owl cards. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, thank you. And we've got the stag that is from the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle. That's Leanne and Deb's. And the stag is letting us know that we need to observe, listen and pay attention. Step back and see the bigger picture. There is more than what meets the eye. Okay, so that's what we've got for our focus card today. For that energy, that card deck. Okay, now I'm just needing to put that there. And here we have our Lenormand deck. Oh God, I have put the camera up a long way, haven't I? Whoops. I hadn't realised I'd put it so high. But anyway, that's what it is. I'll go like this, pull myself down a little bit there. Okay. Shift that over. That's the beauty of these programs, isn't it? So that we can get the full picture. Now, a good morning to you, Keza. How are you? We've got Tanya is here as well, and good morning, Nikki. And how beautiful are you? And Trina, all gorgeous souls, absolutely. So I'm going to get going because I've got volunteering to head to. I'm in the kitchen today, which is why the hair is up. Right, here we go. We've got the child in the home space, or we've got the mask in the workspace. On the top, the bridges is our unexpected factor. We've got snake in your role, and we've got fox as that central card. We haven't had these for a while. Well, actually, any of these cards we haven't had for a while. So what I'm sensing with the child in the home space is really to just be like a child in that exploration and allowing of whatever the potential is, being open to the flexibility of what comes up for us today, because that's one of the things that children certainly are, is flexible in more ways than one. This old body ain't that flexible. I remember being a kid. I'm not going to make, good morning, Kat, how are you? I'm not going to make the mistake of trying to jump around like I am a child, because that would only do more damage. But certainly it can be that opening of the mind to what possibilities there are for our day. And especially with relationships, just being in that space of openness and seeing what sparkles, I suppose, because that really is a fantasy land that's opening up in this book that the child is looking into and holding. It fascinates me, this card. And there's the little moonbeams and spirit souls, orbs and whatever is surrounding as well. It's just all of that is, the possibilities of everything. Okay, so feel that openness in your home space today, that loving child. Okay. Then we've got the masks in our workspace. There's some vulnerabilities probably going to be experienced as you peek your head out of the mask from behind or come through one of those openings. Good morning, Shaz. How are you? And we've got Sarah this morning as well. Good morning. So, just open yourself up if you feel ready for it, or there's nothing wrong with actually still holding the mask to your face or being in that role that you are putting a mask up for that particular workspace and place. It certainly is something you don't want to dwell behind for too long, because even in your workspace, it's better to be authentic, stand up for who you really are, and all of those factors of being you. And what I'm feeling is it is okay to actually have those moments and days where you are playing the role. We don't expect to be completely open and vulnerable all the time. So feel into that, what it is that is your role today, what you're actually meant to be presenting. Are you presenting from behind the mask, or are you dropping the mask and being completely authentically you from the heart? Is there other purpose, in how and why you're doing things? Just allow that to be part of your learning experience today, especially since we've got the owl being our teacher as well today too. So, open and listening like the stag. So we've got those energies guiding as well with this card set. So certainly it is a bit knowing us ourselves. We're still learning who we are. So in that workspace, sometimes it pays to have that role-playing mask there. Decide when you want to move across that bridge. That's the unexpected. There will be decisions that are needed in the day that are going to allow you to choose right away. Yes, that's what decisions are, aren't they? Yes, no, do this, do that. It's whatever it presents as to you through your day, that it's this one where, yes, I can leave it till that later time or not. But knowing, educate yourself around it, knowing that whatever it is you're putting off might be even higher and more dangerous, even though it's further away and you don't have to think of it straight away. Okay. Good morning, Karen. Lovely to see you here too this morning. So step over the bridge if it's needed in those unexpected moments, but certainly there is that choice of a bit of different timing around it, I think. Our role, here's the snake in our role today. So I think to me, it's sort of suggesting in this, since we've got the mask in the workplace, it feels to me like there could be a little bit of manipulation in your day-to-day of some sort. Not that it's always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing, but it's not to do it in a way that's going to, I think this is where authenticity and truthfulness comes into it, listening to what's around us before we actually strike and act in what we make as our decisions and do as our actions, type of thing, so that you are actually sitting back first to perceive, observe, listen, like the stag is suggesting to us. So here in that unexpected role, yes, we can protect what is ours. We can also create actions that increase it if we want to, or harvest that fruit and give it away if you want to. It's being attentive, I think, to actually knowing what's happening around us before we actually strike and act. Okay, that's how I'm feeling that is. And with the fox, now that we're moving into this outcome, I feel that it's going to give that suggestion that, look, the fox here isn't successful at what the fox wanted to do, which was get into the chicken coop. It could be that what we're doing is learning, listening, learning, and sort of deciding from that to just leave it for another day sometimes. So that's what I'm feeling from this, like that stag card suggested to listen and learn. And the owl is certainly along that action. Whoops, I'm just trying to reach for that stag card again. So it is observe, listen, pay attention, step back and look at the bigger picture. So I think in respect of the fox being present there as our outcome, we are on the outer at this point looking at the bigger picture, because I'm sure the fox is trying to work out how to get into the chicken coop tomorrow, type of thing. But it's just contemplating what is that bigger picture, how to do it differently, and that type of thing for the different result, which would be success. And that, I think, is whatever you feel your success is. success really is one of those very subjective things that each of us would have a different definition for how it sits for us in what our life is and what we're doing within our home space, our workspace, our community even. So, and even the world really, because our thoughts will put it into that humanity, you know, that the global human energy. So in that flow. So be mindful of that. I think what we are given for today's guidance really is more a mindfulness, a listening mode. So in whatever way you need to tread through your day, walk through your day, sit quietly through your day, whichever you're guided to, trust your own intuitive senses with that and go with that guidance for you. So thank you, Keza. Oh, you love my work. Oh, that's long. It actually scrolls up. I think that should show up as the full sentence. Let's just wait for that because I just noticed. There you go. Yeah, thank you, Roz. Love your work. So it certainly does create that space for us today, I think, where we need to be spending a bit more time on that listening. And, how do we sit with that as our being our teacher, we are the learner as well. We are both. We're teacher and learner. Student, yeah. So, um, thank you, Trina. Thank you for. I do enjoy my day. Well, I will. I like doing that volunteering stuff. And thank you, Sarah. Wonderful to have you here. Wonderful to have each and every one of you here. So thank you. I'm off to have breakfast and then head off. So each and every one of you, have a blessed day. Have a wonderful day, whatever way you're travelling in your life. May it be that you're being the best you that you can be. And namaste until tomorrow. Bye for now. Hmm. If this is still live, I have hit the broadcast button and it's not. I've got a request filed with a status code 401. I'll have to suss that out with the help desk. And maybe I'll put that screen up till it finishes. Hmm.